Whatever you think, you remember. It's not real.
What made you want to jump into this reboot?
I read the script. I'll be honest, I was a little dubious about it because you never know if a remake of a movie is if they want to just do the same thing over again 20 years later, or if they want to have a fresh new idea. And I heard that Colin Farrell was involved, and Kate Beckinsale and Jessica Biel, and I thought, okay, that's good, that's enticing. Now how's the script? And I read the script, and I thought, this is good. And then I went back and I reread Philip K. Dick's little short story of it, and I thought, this is actually much closer to Philip's source material than it was 20 years ago. And so I thought, this is going to be good, and it's going to be a darker, more serious turn to it. And I had an idea of how I wanted to play Cohagen, so when I talked to Len Weissman, I pitched him on it, and he liked it, and we said, let's do it.
Great.
Yeah.
And I heard that your Breaking Bad co-star Dean Norris was in the original. Is that
Yeah.
correct? Okay.
Yeah.
So, what did he say when you took on this part?
If you know Dean Norris, he's a little bombastic. Hey, guys, stay away from my movie. You're my movie. Get away from my movie. That's my movie. God, come on. He had the great line. He was in the underworld. He had this huge, awful growth over half of his face, like this big mushroom on his face. And when Arnold Schwarzenegger first comes into that bar, and Dean's character reacts negatively, he sees him, and he goes up and he grabs Arnold's arm, and he goes,
You got a lot of nerve showing your face around here, Hauser.
and Arnold goes, "You're the one to talk."
Oh, wow. Okay, so feeding the one-liners for sure. So I also heard that Colin slept in Quaid's apartment to prepare for the role. Did you do anything weird and unusual like that?
I slept in Colin's hotel since he wasn't using it, and his hotel room was massive.
Smart move.
Unbelievably large, and prostitutes and all kinds of
Just shenanigans.
It was just amazing. Yeah. So that's where I hung my hat.
And I also wanted to ask you about working with Kate and obviously Len. What was it like to work with them as a couple?
I tried to break them up at one point. No, the true story is I didn't know they were a couple. I'm real ignorant when it comes to who's dating whom and who's married to whom. I didn't know that they were a couple. And so we did this big scene with all of us in it, and he's giving notes after it, and like this, and I'm watching. We're all kind of huddled together listening to the notes, and he's talking to me, and he's talking to Jesse, talking to Colin. He goes to Kate, and he's like caresses her side of her face, and I went, is he telling her? But he's not telling her something like, I want you to do this. It's like, wow. And then he touched the small of her back gently, and I thought, wow, boy, he's making a move. Look at this guy. What a Lothario he is. I didn't know that about Len. Boy, he's working with her. He's going to move right in. And I think it was Colin who said, brother, they're married. I was like, oh, okay. Got it.
Like that one piece of information changes everything.
Changes everything. It's like, then you go, oh, sweet. Even though they're working, he's like gently, and caressing and saying, hey, we're having a good time.